their songs are quite amazing. Beethoven, though he's greedy, is a musical genius. Each melody's a symphony that comes straight from the heart of Chopin. Each song must have a rhythm, each problem a solution. That is close at hand, he's the drummer of the Mozart band. The band are all together, there for one another, and Mozart is the leader of the Mozart band. So sing together with the band, dance together with the band, laugh together with the band, for the Mozart band is here. Yes, the Mozart band is here.
What you see written here is one of the masterpieces of classical music.
Yes, sir. It's the Ninth Symphony by that musical genius Beethoven.
Why, yes, thank you, Beethoven. I had a feeling that you might know what it was. Well, by the time Beethoven composed this symphony, he'd already written 8 other incredible symphonic works, together with a splendid opera and 5 piano concertos. A great body of work.
Yeah, it sure is. But Beethoven's most spectacular success was the Battle of Vittoria Symphony.
Why can't you keep it shut, you know-all?
Well, Beethoven is right. It was his most applauded work, but strangely enough, it was the one Beethoven liked the least. He did not care for it at all.
Yeah, so they started to criticize him, didn't they?
Hey, who's the teacher around here, Beethoven? You or Professor Solfa, huh?
He's right again. There were some people who started to criticize him.
They did, that's right. They said that all Beethoven was good for was composed.
Oh, shut up!
All right, everyone, that will do. Let's hear what Beethoven has to say about his namesake. Carry on, Beethoven.
They said all Beethoven was good for was composing Scottish reels.
As you seem to know so much, why don't you come up and tell us all about it?
Hey, Beethoven, make sure you don't get carried away.
Go for it, Professor.
Right. While they were criticizing him, Beethoven started on the Ninth Symphony, his real masterpiece. The first performance of it was on the 7th of May, 1824, and... Huh? Hey, what do you think you're doing?
It's their way of telling you they're a little bored, Beethoven.
But I haven't even started to get going yet.
Don't take any notice of them, Beethoven. They're only joking, you know.
Yeah, dream on.
Now, to celebrate the end of term and to show all your parents how well you got on, we shall be giving a grand concert, and we shall play something rather special. We shall be performing Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. Beethoven! Are you all right?
What's the matter, Beethoven? He's having a fit, I think.
Hey, speak to us, Beethoven.
Don't take any notice of me, guys. I'm only joking, you know?
Just a minute. That's not bad, but I think we should do that last piece again. There's room for improvement.
Hey, Beethoven, where are you going? Beethoven? It's like he's stone deaf.
Maybe he's just stone stupid. When the real Beethoven composed the Ninth, he'd already gone deaf. Do you think the same thing's happened to our Beethoven?
He's not deaf. He's just thinking about the Ninth Symphony. You know he goes into a world of his own whenever he thinks of Beethoven's music.
He's still stupid.
Look who's coming! Hey, it's Mina. Mina! Oh, no! Verdi, do you think Mina likes me? Huh?
Don't be an idiot.
He's right, Chopin. She's only a girl, you know. Okay, so if she's only a girl, Mozart, perhaps you could explain something. Why do you start wringing your hands whenever she shows up? What? Oh, show bluff. Very funny, but I don't know why you're laughing, Bertie. Mina told me the other day that you write poetry to her, so how about laughing that one off?
Huh? Poetry? No, you're out of your mind, Mozart. She made a mistake. I never heard of such a ridiculous idea.
Hey there, Mina. Want me to carry your books for you?
Oh, no thanks, Blackie. You'll just tear them up like you did last time I let you.
Hey, I thought you didn't like him. I was trying to do you a favor. Oh, forget it. Women, who can understand them?
Hey, Beethoven looks like he's been hypnotized or something.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Ha! It's the old colliding with the girl, then trying to pick her up trick. Now he'll say, may I help you pick up your books?
Oh, so unmannerly. Well, don't help me to pick them up or anything, will you?
What's gotten into Beethoven? How could he let a chance like that slip by him?
You'll have to excuse him, Mina. He's just so excited that we're going to play the Ninth Symphony at the end of term concert.
I guess he really flips over Beethoven, doesn't he?
Don't worry, Mina. If Beethoven won't pay you any attention, you can always rely on me. Hey, I'm not that bad. I'm no Frankenstein anyway. What's wrong?
The man in that car.
What car?
What car?
What about it?
It's Osky Limosky, a retired conductor. He was my violin teacher where I lived before I came to live here. He got very carried away whenever he talked about music. In fact, I think he was a little crazy.
Music is the most sublime thing in the world. It has its own essence, its own spirituality. It puts us in touch with the poetry of the cosmos. And if you wish to learn how to play a musical instrument, you must be prepared to do it properly. You must be prepared to play the instrument beautifully. Or you can leave this classroom immediately!
I hate to admit it, but I was more than a little scared. He almost made me feel like giving up the violin. And then one day I played a wrong note. Just one wrong note. Oh!
What do you think you're doing, you wretch? You're making your violin screech as though it were a wounded cat, you imbecile! Get out of my class. I won't have stupid girls make fun of music.
You're hurting me.
And don't come back.
Then he threw me out so hard that I fell to the ground.
You mean this guy Oscar was your teacher? We should teach him a lesson.
Schonblum.
The monster!
I ran all the way home. I didn't even want to think about going to music lessons again. I just hated the whole idea of playing music. I never wanted to see another violin. I told my parents what happened. They were really angry. They went straight down to see the principal at the school.
You must excuse Mr. Lymosky. He's a little eccentric.
A little eccentric? He's absolutely crazy. You gotta get rid of him. And for your information, we're gonna lodge a formal complaint with the police.
And I think they did dismiss him. But even so, the matter didn't end there. Why? Well,
You are a naughty, spiteful little girl. Why did you tell your parents that I had been maltreating you? I don't hit children. I never hit children. I love children. Do you
stop it.
hear?
We left the neighborhood soon after. But I know that he's still really angry with me. And if he should see me again, I don't know what he might do.
Don't worry about it, Mina. You've got us. We'll take care of you.
That's very kind of you. I know he wouldn't say anything to me if I were with somebody else. But if he finds out where I'm living, he'll lie in wait for me. What'll I do then?
He won't find out where you live. We'll take care of that. Don't you worry about it.
I don't ever want to see him again, and I don't want to talk to him. He'll just grab me by the ear and hurt me again. I know he will.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Watch out, fellas. This is the guy who's looking for Mina.
Say, do you happen to know a girl called Mina Kowalski?
What girl?
We don't know any girls, mister.
Nah, we never speak to girls anyway.
Hey now, what did you say her name was?
Kowalski.
Oh, we don't know anyone called Kowalski, do we, guys?
No, there ain't no one of that name living around here.
And we'd sure know if there was. You should try looking in another part of the city.
Yeah, or in another city, maybe.
Or another country.
Well, thanks for your help anyway.
Well, he didn't look much like a child torturer.
But how do you know what a child torturer looks like?
So you see, he could come to the school at any time, and if anybody, I mean anybody, tells him where the Kowalskis live, then Mina will be in trouble.
All right, Mozart, all right. Well, Chief, if that man does come here, we can make sure he doesn't bother Mina during class, can we not?
We can only give him a warning if he bothers her in front of witnesses. In the meantime, we can't do anything to stop him walking the streets. After all, this is still a free country, you know.
He's hanging around out there now.
I know he's hanging around. He's always hanging around outside the school. Why do you think I'm wearing this disguise?
Oh, and I was thinking it was because you thought it suited you.
We've got to protect Mina, Blackie. The man that's looking for her is crazy. He treated her really badly.
Oh, yeah? Well, how badly?
Badly enough, Blackie, believe me. Now all the students in the school have agreed to protect Mina.
Okay, but what do I get out of it all?
Oh, Shumbla. He really is as thick as two short planks. Hey, guys! Blackie wants to know what he gets out of protecting Mina.
What does he get out of it?
What did he get out of it?
Hey, you help Mina, you get to keep your health. But on the other hand, if you don't...
Okay, as long as I know that, that's fine.
I knew we could rely on Blackie. Well, that's it. I think we've told everyone.
Not quite everyone. Look!
We better tell him.
The bell! Oh, Shumbla, we better get to class.
Beethoven, listen to me.
Yeah, wait up!
Huh?
Hey, Beethoven! Hey, Beethoven!
Come on, everyone. Come into class and let's begin.
Oh, Shumbla.
Child torturer! That's the guy that mistreated Mina.
Well, this orchestra is very good. It just so happens that I'm thinking of setting up a children's orchestra myself, so I might sign up some of these talented musicians.
Oh, Shumbla.
It's every man for himself.
They don't always play so well.
That's true. In fact, now they are terribly out of tune, but my ear tells me that one child is playing all the right notes and playing them very well, I might add. And this is the boy. You play very well, son.
I try to do my best, sir.
Shumbla, Beethoven doesn't realize what's going on.
That's enough. That's enough. This is a music lesson.
I'm Osky Limosky, the famous conductor. I'd like to talk to you if you have a moment to spare.
Oh, great. Yes, of course. Anytime.
Professor Limosky, you are interrupting.
Oh, my apologies.
Well, it's done now, so how about that chat? There's no time like the present.
We're rehearsing now. Come on. You hear me, Beethoven?
Ah, come on, Professor Solfa. It's only for a moment, and he might sign me up for the orchestra, right, Mr. Lovsky? Ha ha ha!
Shumbla!
Oh.
And you say your name is Beethoven?
Yeah, that's what my friends call me, and you're Mr. Limosky.
That's right.
I'm pleased to meet you, Mr. Limosky.
Beethoven's gone out with him, and I bet I know exactly where he's gonna take him. His sister's birthday party.
It's worse than that. I bet he tells him where Mina lives.
We must stop him. If it's the last thing we ever do, we must stop him.
Leave the classroom in an orderly fashion.
Professor Solfa!
Oh, no.
Have you hurt yourself, Professor?
Oh, dear, no. I think I'm all right. I've just broken my arm.
Oh, no, poor Dad! We've got to take him to the hospital, Mozart!
Yeah, but we've got to tell Beethoven.
There's no need for all of you to come. You must go and stop Beethoven telling that man anything about Mina before it's too late now. Hurry
Thanks,
up.
Professor. I knew you'd understand.
Off you go.
Father to the hospital!
All right, guys, let's get going.
We gotta think of something to get that Limosky away from here for good.
I bet it's too late. Beethoven will have told him everything by now.
Mina Kowalski? Do I know where Mina Kowalski lives? Sure. Do you want me to take you there?
Yes, very much.
So you say you're going to set up a children's orchestra, huh?
Come on! It's too late!
Hey, it's never too late. And we'll think of something. This is Mina's house.
We're here first.
Well, that's something.
First, we get rid of Mina's parents.
How come?
Because if that man knocks at the door and sees Mina's parents, he'll know she lives here. And we've got to stop him from finding out where Mina lives, understand?
Oh, hello there, boys. Have you come to visit Mina?
Actually, no, ma'am. We've come to see you.
See me?
You and your husband, ma'am.
Oh.
Well, now, what's the matter?
Mina's in hospital.
Ah,
Mina?
in hospital?
What happened?
We're not really sure.
She said she'd like you to go and keep her company.
Oh, my goodness. Quick, hurry.
Well, the first part of the plan worked fine. Now for part 2. Who's going to volunteer to stay inside the house?
Well, I'm not.
No, me neither.
We'll toss for it. First you, Chopin.
Heads.
Okay, here goes. It's tails. I win.
Heads again.
Tails.
Oh, well, what is it? Heads. Oh, you lose,
Oh,
Betty.
that's not fair. I always lose. It always happens to me.
Look, this is Mina's house here, Mr. Limovsky.
Hey, here's Beethoven at last. About
Hey,
time.
what'd you get to, Beethoven? Come on, tell us.
Yeah, the doctor's been very worried.
The doctor has?
You mean
what
you don't
doctor?
remember Dr. Papagino? You had another attack of amnesia?
What are you talking about, Chopin?
Chopin? Why do you call me that?
Because you're Chopin. We've always called you that.
Poor kid. Don't pay any attention to him.
He ain't right in the head. Gets like this at times.
Yeah, he thinks he's the reincarnation of Beethoven.
Ah, I knew it. I thought it was peculiar he was calling himself Beethoven.
What's all this about Mozart?
He called him Mozart. This is serious.
Now you mustn't believe a word he says.
Now, you listen here.
Oh, I see. Well, he told me a girl lived here.
A girl?
That's right. A girl does live here.
A beautiful girl called
A
Mina.
beautiful girl called Mina, you say? Well, look, there she is now.
Oh, hello. What are you doing at my house?
This is terrible. I can't take it anymore. I
Look, I
can't.
know she's ugly, but she's not that bad.
Yeah, and apart from that, her name's not Mina, and she's not a girl.
I deserve it.
Is something the matter?
Oh, I understand you're protecting Mina. Protecting her so I can't find her. You're right. I behaved so very badly towards her.
You behaved badly to who?
To Mina.
To Mina. What did he do to her?
He mistreated her and pulled her by the ears.
He pulled Mina by the ear?
Twice.
Oh, you don't know how sorry I am. The way I treated her, I was in a rage. Oh, I don't know what came over me. I've been looking for Mina to ask her to forgive me. That's all I want, just to ask her to forgive me and then to talk to the headmaster on my behalf. So maybe they'll take me back on staff. Maybe my neighbors will talk to me again. Oh, I can't bear it.
I wonder where Mina can be.
Hey, here I am over here.
Oh, where does it hurt?
Nowhere, Dad.
But they said you were in hospital.
Well, they were right there, 'cause I am in the hospital. This is the hospital.
And they said you wanted us to come.
And I'm glad you have. You know I'm always pleased to see you wherever I am.
But why on earth are you in a hospital?
Because, Mr. Kowalski, I was unlucky enough to break my arm. And thank you so much for coming.
Well, actually, we didn't come here for...
Oh, please, it was kind of you to come.
But, Dad, Professor Solfa, you won't be able to conduct the orchestra for the end-of-term concert.
I'm sorry I have to disappoint you.
Oh.
You better come home, Mina. I think you owe us an explanation.
This way, Mr. Limosky. It's best if Mina and her parents don't see us when they get here.
When I mistreated Mina, I was going through a terrible time. I didn't know what I was doing. I couldn't control myself. And now if she doesn't withdraw her complaint, my life will be completely ruined. I know I acted wrongly. I just wanted to tell her that I was sorry. I made a mistake. I really am sorry.
So what do we do now?
I guess everyone deserves a second chance.
Yeah, we'll talk to Mina, Mr. Limosky.
As long as you promise to behave yourself in the future.
Of course, I really have changed, I assure you.
Hey, oh! Mina and her parents have just arrived.
Mina!
Hey, Mina!
We've got a problem. Professor Solfa can't conduct the orchestra for the end-of-term concert.
What?
His arm's in plaster. Now he can't move it at all.
Oh!
Can we have a word with you for a minute, Mina?
Yeah, you see, we've been talking to that man.
Limosky.
Oh, no, you've been talking to him about me?
He says he's changed completely and he'll behave properly in the future.
Yeah.
He's sorry.
He wants you to talk to the principal so he can get his job back.
I think he really means it, Mina.
And besides that, he's a great conductor. Hey, I've got an idea. Why don't we have him conduct the orchestra at the end-of-term concert?
No, you don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to see him. You have no idea what he's like. You don't know him.
Come on, cut the guy some slack, Mina.
Besides, we'll be there to protect you all the time.
No way,
Just give it a try to see how well Lovsky conducts.
No, I said.
Listen, you don't have to go to rehearsals. In the meantime, we'll observe Limosky's behavior. If he works out and doesn't get mad, you can come back. Then you won't have to be scared of anything.
Ah,
It's a great idea.
Let's do it.
I don't know. I just don't trust him.
Come on, Mina. We won't be able to hold the end-of-term concert if you're not even prepared to give it a try.
Well, I guess I can't refuse in that case, can I?
Yay!
huh? You mind telling me what you're doing loitering here, sir? I found this man hiding over there. Is he bothering any of you?
No, he's not bothering anybody. He's just waiting for the verdict.
Yeah, we put him on a kind of trial, you see.
We're giving him a second chance, officer.
Huh? Oh.
It won't work. I'm telling you, it simply won't.
just a little bit late there, Blackie, my boy. Are you all right, son? Is something worrying you?
No, sir.
Okay, well, just try your best to concentrate, all right? Are you all ready now, children?
Yes, Mr. Limosky.
Would you like to take a break?
No, Mr. Lovsky.
Very well, come on then, and cheer up, Blackie. You'll do better this time.
That's more like it.
See, everything's all right.
He's as smooth as silk, Mina.
He must have changed.
I think he's good at heart.
Not even Blackie could make him lose his temper.
He's doing it because he wants me to speak for him, help him get his job back. And then as soon as he gets what he wants, he'll be worse than he was before. I know.
Now you're not being fair.
Don't you believe a person can change?
Oh, come on, Mina. We all agreed.
You should come
That's
to
right.
rehearsals and
That's
see.
right.
You'll see that Limosky is on the up and up.
Oh, all right, if you're so sure.
We are.
All right, I'll come.
Hooray!
You'll love it.
But you must not tell him I'm coming. I want it to be a big surprise. Mr. Limosky?
Yes?
It's Mina.
Oh, hello, Mina. And what can I do for you?
Nothing. I refuse to ask my parents to talk to the principal of the other school so you'll get your job back. I don't want you to go on maltreating other children. Do you hear me?
Hi, Mina.
Hey, I see you brought your violin.
Yes, but you go in first. I'll follow you a little later.
Hey, are you sure?
I promised, didn't I? I'll wait outside for the best time to come into the classroom. Okay?
Right.
I can't wait to see Mr. Limosky's face.
Now, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're just doing it on purpose, Blackie, you imbecile! Well, why don't you answer me, you moron? How did a tone-deaf idiot like you get in this orchestra?
Hey, leave me alone!
Cut it out! What do you think you're doing?
Stop that. Leave Blackie alone.
Let him go!
How dare you interfere?
You stupid big brute!
Maltreating your students again, huh, Limosky?
I knew you hadn't changed, Professor Limosky.
Oh, what the... But I thought...
I already told you that I wasn't prepared to talk to anyone on your behalf. I don't want you in a position where you can keep on mistreating children the way you do.
But I never. I'm a nice... Oh! Out you go, Lovsky. You better leave these children alone if you don't want to get into any more trouble.
Hey, Blackie, I have to admit, you were really brave there.
Yeah, but we've ended up with no conductor and no concert.
I was watching Limosky throughout rehearsals, and I was sure something like this was going to happen. He was being far too friendly, far too polite, just too nice. Professor Limosky just couldn't control his temper. He was given a second chance, but failed to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, Professor, but that doesn't change the fact that we still haven't got a conductor for the end-of-term concert.
Wrong, Beethoven. We have got a conductor, and we shall have a concert.
Hey! Who is it?
Someone who knows Beethoven's work better than anyone.
I think he means you, Beethoven.
He wants me? You want me to conduct? Boy, oh boy!
Who is not familiar these days with the famous Ode to Joy, Beethoven's Ninth Symphony? But what you may perhaps not know is that in the fourth movement of this, his last symphony, the revolutionary genius used voices for the first time in the history of the symphony.